Is for Gemini. I also am a Gemini, so this reading is for us. Just like I said and stated in Aries and in Taurus, that what I do is I'm going to do the 3 cards, which would represent the situation, why you're in the situation you're in, and then what you can actually do to help that situation. And then I will pull messages from Spirit for you, and then also a oracle card. So there are 3 cards. I don't really clarify them. If you want, like a personalized reading, I'll definitely leave the description in the comments below for how you can actually contact me to get your own reading. In the reading, I do go more in depth, of course. So that's basically what I do. The way that I actually do the tarot is a little bit different from everybody else. So I really strongly believe in the reason why the tarot was made. So I do believe that it starts off on our journey, which is at a 0 because of the Fool, and we go through all the stages of the major arcana up to 22, and each stage in that in the major arcana are major life lessons and teachings that we need to go throughout in our life. The minor arcana cards that I do resort to the Tree of Life for that, because that is the steps, the 10 parts of the Tree of Life. There's lessons to be learned within that period of our life. So I do go off of the Fool's journey, which is our journey. What at that time, the lessons that you need to learn, where you're at in your life, and then things that you might have overlooked. And then I also work off the Tree of Life, okay? Because that is the reason why the tarot is here. So I do it a little bit different. I don't think that me reading like the Gemini card, like specifically how other people do it is they just throw out the cards and tell you what happened, what's going on. It's kind of like, okay, like I'm sure it resonates a little bit, but it's not to the point, because how could all the Geminis in the world be going through exactly what I'm going through? You see what I'm saying? It's just impossible. So what I like to do is I will read the description of the card so you understand why it's there, and then it's up to you to figure out how that is in your life. So you're the one that actually will come up with the story or know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's going on personally in your life, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you what's going on in your life. I'm going to give you what Spirit gives me to give, the messages to give to you, and then you can take it how it resonates, and you can make sense of it all. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do. I do things just a little bit differently. So yep, here we go. This is for the week of September. Now we are, oh wow, here's another tower. Every single reading so far has had this card. Every single reading, the Aries and the Taurus. Everybody's having this tower moment. It's insane. It might be just because of the moon or Mercury retrograde. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's so far I've seen every time there's a tower moment in every reading. So it just must be that time of this. It's insane. So we'll find out why. Spirits, guys, I'm so grateful. Thank you for your gifts, your messages. This reading is for Gemini for September 17th to the 22nd. What messages? Okay, here we go. And then the 3 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay, Geminis, let's find out what this means. Tower cards. This is 16 in the major arcana. So 16, 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7s on the Tree of Life is illusionary success. It also could represent like a life number. It also could represent like a Cancer. Anything with a 7 that resonates with you, it could mention that. But this does mean, and 7s in the Tree of Life, of illusionary success. So there's sudden change, upheaval, and chaos. So perched on top of this rocky mountain, lightning strikes the tower. See that right there? And there's 2 people. They're right here. Let me see if I can get this closer for you guys. Yeah, so there's 2 people right here, and they're leaping from the windows. They're going head first, arms outstretched. It's a scene of chaos and destruction. So the tower is a solid structure, but because it's built on shaky foundations, it only takes 1 bolt of lightning to actually bring it down. Okay, so this represents the goals and ambitions made on false pretenses. So lightning represents a sudden surge of energy and insight that leads to a breakthrough, or to actually like a revelation. So if you can see, this lightning is entering at the top, and it knocks off the crown, signifying that the universe is working through the crown chakra of us. So people are desperate to escape from this burning building, not knowing what awaits them when they fall around them. So right here, down here, if you can see this a little bit better. So right here, there is 22 flames, okay? So that actually represents the 12 zodiac signs and the actual 10 points of the tree of life. So it is suggesting that even in the times of disaster, there is always divine intervention, okay? So this Tower card, it represents an outside source that's actually breaking something down to be able to rebuild it back up again. So there is purpose in this card. There's a reason for this card, and it's happening for a reason. So no matter how bad it may seem at that time, it is for our greater good. We're here to learn lessons. We're here to grow as in our souls and our spirits. And this is what happens. So if we get too comfortable with something, or it's just not for us, the universe will and can step in and say, nope, this isn't not for you. It was built on shaky foundation. So I'm going to shake it to its very core, and you are going to learn a lesson from it. It is for the greater good of us. So just trust in the universe and know that it is happening for a reason. Probably because there's going to be something greater in our life, okay? There we go. Better, right? Okay, so this card is lightning deterred. This card actually belongs to Mars, the planet Mars. So unexpected change, action, and arguments. So that's what this card represents. And then in the actual reading, or why this came up in a reading, the Tower... Bear with me for just a moment. So the Tower card is the keywords basically are like conflict, overthrow, disruption, disapproval, sudden and unexpected change. So the Tower card shows a tall building that has been struck by lightning. It is flames and about to topple over. The lightning signifies that the gods are angry or disapproving, and the Fool encounters sudden and disruptive changes and crisis which force him to question his journey. This card suggests that at times are vital. Things are not going according to the plan, and the old order is in danger of being overthrown. We should not try to hold on and save that toppling tower. It is better to stand back and wait for things to settle. We may face uncertainty for a while. This card asks us to reevaluate our current path. A sudden, complete change may be the best way forward. So try not to fight it. Don't hold on to it, because if you do that, it's going to be a much harder lesson, okay? Like I said, we're here for lessons to grow as people and our souls and everything else. We can't do that unless we have moments like this in our life. So the universe will come in, shake it to its very core. We just have to trust in the process of it, okay? So that is that. This is what situation you're going in. This is the reason why. Okay, so this is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles represent earth signs. So it's anything in our material world, of course. Our physical world could be our health, wealth. You know, some people say that this is coins. You know, it's anything in our material world. So this is earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. If that resonates at all with anybody, this could be the reason why this is happening. So the threes on the tree of life are, I mean, like, if you can actually think about like multiplication. So the threes, yeah, like if you think of like multiplications or three sides, like a triangle, the three sides of the triangle, they're very strong. So in the tree of life, it's Binah, so it's understanding. It shows the same figures from the Gemini card. So Geminis, this is our energy. Threes are our energy. It also has, like I said, it shows some of the same figures in here actually from the Gemini card, which is the Lover's card. So there's a lot of expression, creativity. And so the Pentacles itself is about our material world. So the Three of Pentacles, this is Mars again. So for some reason there's Mars and Mars here. So this is Mars and Capricorn. Okay, so this card is the Lord of Material Works. So earth signs, like I said, so this is vision and voice, great work, truth, confirmed purpose, mastery in a skill, or working to achieve perfection. You're accomplishing goals with others, and also you can learn from others. So others learn from you, okay? So you see the pentacles on top of this card right here? It's guarded by a triangle. So remember that the triangle has three sides and it's very strong, so it holds up all these pentacles. There's a lot of expression, productivity, work, contribution, collaboration. You're learning from others, setting and meeting standards, making something for others to value. You're doing your part, implementing, collaborating with others to achieve goods and goals. They're very successful projects, require different inputs, so skills are all coming together. So you're working together, okay? So if you can think about threes, focus, fulfillment, and peace, okay? Threes, your mind, your body, your prosperity. So evaluate what you're actually giving and what you're actually receiving back, okay? So if like you're in a situation with a person and you are actually giving that person more than what they're giving you, and it's not an equal, you're giving more than you're receiving from them, then maybe it's time to actually take a step back and see if that's really worth it. Because if our cups, when we have our cups, right, and we are actually keep on pouring our cup into somebody else and they're not giving us that cup back, what happens? We run out and then we're thirsty, and who's going to fill up our cup? Always make sure your cup is full, and make sure that whatever you're putting in, that you're giving back, okay? You're getting back something, not expecting moral dessert. But what I'm saying is don't overdo it to where they're taking advantage of you, okay? So that's probably why this tower moment's coming in, because the tower moment's going to come in, and this is the reason why. You might be giving way too much, or you might be receiving way too much. And not, it's got to be equal balance. Otherwise, it's not perfected work. Otherwise, people are not working together. So this is telling you that you need to give as much, receiving as much as you give, okay? There has to be a balance there. So there has to be focus, fulfillment, and peace, mind, body, and prosperity. Always evaluate what you're giving and what you're receiving, okay? So that is why, probably, most likely why there's a tower moment that's happening here. And it's for, like I said, your greater good. So the Three of Pentacles is craftsperson, skilled, recognition of abilities and achievement. This indicates that you will be recognized for your skills and your achievements. Your handiwork is appreciated by others. You have worked hard and you earned your success so far. While establishing a new venture, you have honed your skills and built a good reputation. Now you must reassess your goals and develop in a new direction. You can start another project from a position of strength. Financial affairs will blossom. So this is why this is happening, because it's time to start something new, okay? So that's this card. Now, the Page of Swords, this is the Court card. Now, if you think about the knight, like the kings and queens, right? So there's the kings, queens, knights, and pages. The pages are actually princesses, and the knights are actually princes. So this is actually a princess, okay? So the swords in the tarot are thoughts, mentality. So if you think about a sword, if you look in the sword, it's actually like a mirror, and you can see yourself. You can see like a reflection, right? So what is that's doing is, because swords are a mental suit, which are also air signs, which is Gemini, us. What this is it's actually mirroring the quality of our thoughts and our mind and our mentality, okay? So that's what this card actually represents. So of course it's the air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is thoughts, mentality, and motivation. So the Page of Swords, pages are like new cycles. So in the tree life, they're like new cycles. They are very complex. They belong to Malkut. They correspond with Earth. So all pages are Earth signs. So this also goes to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and so is this. Also mixed in with our energy and our energy. So this has to have something to do with an air sign and our sign. Okay, so new cycles, very complex. They belong to Malkut. It corresponds with Earth. So all pages are Earth, personality, alchemical. Pages are messengers. So they're bringing announcements. It's a process of change, and cards are full of energy. So these cards are full of personalities. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're actually going through a tower moment with an Earth sign, because that energy is very strong in here. Or we are. So the swords is earth and air. So there's change and big changes. So of course there is, because there's a tower moment, right? So the process change is an identity change of how you actually view yourself and who you think you are. So this is a mental process. So the Page of Swords, this is disillusion. So solve is in here, and it's merged entirely to set free, like the ideas of changes and identity with your soul. So it's most important information. So keep your mind going by playing as a student, okay? So do all that you can do to shift perspectives and see the world from new exciting angles. So start to have a whole new perspective in things. And get clarification and point out contradiction. Every relationship is an opportunity to learn about others and to also learn about yourself. Okay, so some relationships provide a lifetime of lessons for us. So that's why this Tower moment is happening for us. So judge mistakes with kindness and affection, because you both are learning. Okay, don't forget, like, nobody ever is perfect, and everything, you know, that we're learning in our life is there for a reason, like I said, and nobody is perfect. And sometimes people have inner wounds in them, and we actually bleed on people that don't deserve it. It happens. We do it to people, and people do it to us. Okay, so judge mistakes with kindness and affection, because you're both learning. Remember that. So read a book, consult with oracles, ask questions that cloud your mind. Prayers and wisdom, patience can open doors that, like, to new insights for yourself, and a lot of spiritual deservedness here. So this is, you know, like this is a lot of change in this whole reading, because this is, I think that this is just where we're at in this time. Like, everybody's going through some kind of lesson or some kind of change in our life, and this is exactly why everybody's getting this Tower card so far. So the Page of Swords. So this is curiosity, intelligence, wit, honesty, independence, clash with authority. So the Page of Swords is a clever, witty youth with a natural curiosity and inquisitive nature. In the process of developing own ideas and beliefs, it may frequently clash with authority over differences of opinion. This youth's independent ideas and curious spirit should be encouraged and nurtured rather than squashed. So this card may represent a boy or a girl who display these qualities, or may suggest that such gifts should be developed by the querent. So yeah, wow. So as long as we do everything in our greater good for us and for other people, you know, then it will all work out in the end. You know, I say that, remember in this life that in every relationship, there's going to be something there for everybody to learn from. Okay, so remember that there are no victims and there are no perpetrators. There are actually teachers that are here in our soul's contract to help us learn and grow, for us to be who we are always meant to be. Okay, so don't take it too hard, and don't take it too, you know, like, oh, they're evil, they're blah blah blah, because they hurt you. Because I know, like, that pain is horrible, but remember, they're learning too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to do message from spirits and guides. Okay, so this is something that they want you to know for this week of September 17th and 22nd. These cards, I do not go into really big descriptions because they're messages from spirit, so I just get it right into the messages for you. This is something that they would like you to know, your spirits, your guides. What messages do you have for Gemini? King of Cups. Okay, any other messages? Thank you, I'm so grateful. Okay, wow, look at this. Page of Cups. Ooh, cups about relationships, feelings, whoa, Hierophant. These cards are flying out, Gemini. Maybe because my energy mixed with your energy. Don't forget, while I'm doing this, to please like, subscribe. It connects our energies, which I'm huge on energy. That's the whole reason why the tarot is here. And then also, if you want, like I said, personal reading or anything like that, there'll be descriptions in the lower box. Oh, let's see. 7 of Wands. Okay, let's find out if there's any more spirit. Sorry, spirit. Is there any more messages or anything that you would like our Gemini to know for this week of September? I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so, yep, that's it. Wonderful. Okay, so, King of Cups. Cups are relationships. Cups represent water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Like I said, they are emotions, relationship, and feelings. So the King of Cups are also our air sign. They're energy of air signs, so that's also our energy. Amazing, huh? We're just all in this reading. I mean, we should be all in the reading, but a lot of times it doesn't always go fully within our energy. It usually jumps around with, you know, energies of whoever our person, whatever. So the King of Cups is a kind, honorable male who is trusted and respected by others. He is naturally caring, and he puts the needs of his subjects first. A just and fair ruler, he has earned the respect of others, but he can easily be swayed and manipulated, so he may become distrustful to others' motives. So this card can be chosen to represent an individual with these qualities, or it may highlight these tendencies within ourselves. Okay? Take it as it resonates. So now here's the Page of Cups. Now remember, this is the beginning of it. And this is also, Cups is water signs, of course. Think about a cup, putting water in a cup. So this represents feelings and emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? So the Page of Cups is sensitive, sympathetic, kind, imaginative, poetic, lazy, and a daydreamer. So the Page of Cups is a sensitive youth, a kind, generous soul who is easily hurt, feels other people's pain, and is sympathetic to their needs. The Page may be naturally lazy at times and prone to daydreaming. They need plenty of space to play and explore the imaginative realm. They may be oversensitive and may not take criticism very well. So there's news from a loved one that could be indicated. This card may suggest a character who displays these qualities, or in fear that these characters need to be developed within ourselves. Okay, I know I'm that way. So then this is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is part of the major arcana. So this is like law, tradition, religion, meaning, philosophy, teaching, learning, and vision. So this card is also like the high priest or a pope. The Hierophant is a wise teacher, a priest, or counselor to whom we may turn at times of personal crisis. So like the high priestess, the Hierophant is seated between these two pillars, and it doesn't really show them on these cards because it'd be more like these ones, but so anyway, so he's seated between two pillars at the entrance of a temple. So unlike the high priestess, the Hierophant represents the outer trappings and traditions of the religious practice. So at this stage in his journey, the fool must find meaning and seek answers to questions about the purpose of his life. So when this card appears in the spread, it indicates that we may be searching for meaning and need to approach a situation with a philosophical, like a very like specific, or something that makes more sense to us. Okay, so something's not making sense to us. Of course, if you're a Gemini like me, we're gonna find out why or make it make sense. So you might be searching for a meaning and need to approach a situation with more of a thought out outlook, or like it has to make sense to you. So something right now in you is not making sense. So that's what this is saying, that you need to find that reason why and find that balance in it. Okay, you're searching for a meaning and need to approach a situation with an actual, like a logical outlook. Okay, so something might not be making sense to us right now, or somebody is not making sense. It might be something or somebody, but this is why. Okay, see, there's 3 keys right here. There's our energy. There's 3. Our 3s represent Gemini. Let's find out what this Wands means. Wands is an action card. So this is the 7. 7s on the Tree of Life are illusionary success. So this is part of why I think that the Tower is coming, or it has come already, because this is an illusionary success. However, Wands are action words. This might have something to do with what is going to happen after this. So let's find out. 7 of Wands is the upper hand, position of advantage, challenge, force, and reassessment. So with the 7 of Wands, you actually face another battle with others, but this time you have the upper hand. Remember to play fair, but maintain control over a situation and keep applying force. In the process, you're going to learn how to harness your competitive instincts to defend yourself and your creative endeavors. So this challenge you face can also help you to reassess your plans and your goals and modify your behavior as required. This will make you stronger and more successful in the long run. So that is your reading, Gemini. This is the reason why this is happening, and it is happening with every card. And it's just probably because we're in Virgo. I don't know. Virgos are very analytical and perfectionists, and I think that that's why everybody's just going through this Tower moment. We're all learning lessons so it can take us into the next phase of our life. So now I'm going to draw an oracle card. Spirits, guides, thank you. I appreciate everything you do. What messages, what oracle message would you like Gemini to have for this week of September 17th to the 22nd? Come on. No messages? They're like, no. Gemini's know what they're doing. Just kidding. Spirit guides, I'm grateful and I thank you so much. Being stubborn. Wow. Whoa. And then they all want to fly out. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take this one that jumped out. So donate old books to a local public library. And look at, so Geminis, we're duality. That's our sign. You know that the yin and yang. I don't know if you guys can see that very clear. There it goes. We are the yin and yang because we're duality. This is our sign. Isn't that cool? So there we go. They're like, there's your card. So thank you so much. Like I said, if you want a personal reading, you know, there'll be a comment below of how you can actually reach me. I go in more depth, and then channeling your energy directly. It would be way more specific and also makes sense of everything. And then I do appreciate you watching my video, and I'm going to try to do these every week. And I'm also going to try to do where somebody can actually win a free reading. So I'll put that in the comments below too. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week.